Wings! 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 Wings!
Wings.
Yeah, I'm always gonna hit it with the multiple woo wings. Guys, welcome to another edition of, I almost said the other show we do, but Getting Some Color, where we review old school wrestling. We're in 1996, and we got a good show, all WWF, because WCW is suspended for this month. They will be back next month, which is March. There we go. Wait. March, April, May.
No, May will be next.
God damn it. I don't know my months anymore because job I go to, everything blends together. So I don't even fucking know anymore. But we are going to be reviewing WWF In Your House 7. And then we are going to do the Monday Night Raw after In Your House, which is April 29th, 1996. But before we get into that, Zach, you said you had some things you want to talk about.
AJ Styles retired, I guess, first.
Is that true? Like, it's so conflicting because, like, he took off his gloves and then he put it back on, and then they were like, Triple H was like saying he was done, and then other people were saying he's not done, and then like he did a Stephanie McMahon podcast and he like cried on there or something like that. Yeah.
I think there was like reports going around before, which I think are probably bullshit, where he was like, they were saying like he's going to go to AEW or TNA. And I'm like, is he? I mean, he's been complaining about how much he's fucking hurt lately and how much harder it is to recover from matches than it used to be for him.
Yeah. But, you know, and a lot of people are, I really don't get the Gunther hate. I really don't, because he's like probably one of the best heels that we have in the business right now.
He's one of the best wrestlers in the business right now.
Yeah, that too. And you know, people are saying like when he tapped out John Cena, like people were mad, and even John Cena came out. He's like, no, I smiled because it was like a poetic thing, like, oh, he's giving up finally. And then like, you know, he beats up AJ Styles. It's kind of like, you know, back then when people were like, it's still real to me, damn it. But now it's like they know it's fake, but they want it to go in their favor. Like they had this fantasy booking that like, oh, they're gonna go up into the sunlight. They don't know shit about wrestling. Usually when wrestlers retire, they want to pass the torch, and that's what John Cena and AJ Styles is doing. Which means Gunther is going to be a fucking monster if he keeps on like retiring legends.
Yeah, he'll probably do Brock Lesnar this year. It's what I've been hearing, which will be big for him.
Yeah, dude, like it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's good. That's something they're doing that's good, at least. The other thing was Big E officially retired from wrestling, I guess, like today at some point.
What was he hoping, like a comeback like Daniel Bryan or Edge or something like that? Was he doing the same treatments?
I think he was getting tests, you know, and waiting and like seeing how things looked and coming back and doing tests. Like he's been doing that for like the last few years. And I guess it's just he's finally reached a point where he's like, I guess it's not going to happen, so I'm done.
Why not be a manager? I think he would be a great manager.
We tried to be a manager. The New Day told him to fuck off. Oh, a heel turn that went nowhere.
He could possibly like do be a manager for like Oba Feme and I fucking hate his new name, Royce Keys.
Royce Keys. It's not good, but I've heard worse. So it's okay, I guess.
Andy says, you guys are streaming versus Chaz over Turbo Blaze. Who do I support? Whatever you want, brother.
You know, run them both in different windows.
We know you hate wrestling, so go watch some Pokemans.
Yeah, just mute us, but run it in the window. But I don't know. I think he could be a color commentator too, possibly. It's kind of weird though because he's a babyface. It's like you don't really. He'd have to be like a Gorilla Monsoon or something, something like that.
I guess they would have to bring back the 3-man booth, but I don't know if I want that.
No, they don't need to bring that shit back. That needs to go away forever.
Yeah. But I don't know if you saw the clip I sent you with apparently Cody is embracing the Raheem meme.
No, I saw that. It was great, and it was actually a good promo anyway, besides that.
Is he? A lot of people are saying like he's going heel. I don't know. Like that's not a heel promo to me.
No, he didn't come off heelish. He just came off like he was mad.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, get mad. That's what I'm saying. He needs to do more promos like that.
Yeah. No more crying, please.
Like, I'm not one of those people who cool cruise. It's just like, it's okay to get emotional sometimes. Like Macho Man says, I've been emotional before. I've cried 1,000 times. I'll cry 1,000 more. Yeah. Like it's fine. But he's done it for too long. He's been kind of wishy-washy, you know. So he needs to get mad about something. And I guess this is it. He finally got mad.
Friend Adam. Oh yeah.
Yeah, freak out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as other wrestling, AEW is still gay.
TNA is still bad, I guess.
TNA is bad, but like it's like respectable bad. You know what I mean? Because like AEW is like super duper bad, but TNA is like we have wrestlers here, and fucking Ziggler is the main attraction. Okay,
I guess. But then they do stuff like they card out fucking Dixie Carter, and she got booed, which was funny as hell.
Why are they bringing her back, dude? Why?
I think it was a one-off thing. It was supposed to be like, I'll come out and everybody will cheer, and then that's not what happened because she kind of fucked the company up when she was ahead of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they put Perez Hilton on TV for some reason, and that was stupid too because he's like fucking irrelevant now. And like, you did that like 10, 15 years too late.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever.
Yeah, and then Royal Rumble was kind of like lukewarm. I'm kind of happy for Liv Morgan. I almost said
I like her. She's good.
It's funny that I didn't even think about it. She won the championship at fucking Saudi and then won the Royal Rumble at Saudi. So like, I guess Saudi Arabia is special to her, which is like, okay, I guess.
She has a special connection with Saudi Arabia.
All right, Adam. They need to bring back the Macho Man. It's called what do you call it? What's his name? Jay Lethal, Black Machismo. There you go.
They're trying to bring back Macho Man right now. His name's Wild Man Mark Marrow. It's not really working.
Yeah, in 1996. Yeah. Is LA Knight changing his name again?
Is he? I don't know anything about that.
Well, I was at work today, and one of my coworkers like, yeah, he's changing his name. I'm like, no. Please, like he was.
What?
I have no idea. I asked her, and she was like, "No, I don't know." And I'm like,
Max Dupree.
Please no. But let's get into some good wrestling. Let's get into some WWF In Your House 7. Let me bring up my little notes thing here.
Well, it was good at times.
Yeah.
You know.
A questionable open.
The tag match, you mean?
Yeah, and then
I thought that match was okay.
Yeah.
We'll break it down. We'll break it down. I think I'll bring you around to it a little bit.
Okay. So we got Vince McMahon, and Jerry Lawler. I'm working on my Vince a little bit.
Yes.
Because he's every time he sees Shawn Michaels, I wanna fuck you. That's how. Look at the click! They're all out here! Ah!
Going crazy.
We're in Omaha, Nebraska, and it seems like fucking Omaha, Nebraska hasn't seen wrestling in like decades because they're fucking going off the chain.
It's like Charleston, West Virginia, when Nitro was there. It's the same thing.
In the heartland of America.
They don't go to those Midwest fucking states that much. They're flyover, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So even back then, they used to have their own wrestling territory. I think they were part of Oh, I think that was AWA territory. I think Vern Gagne would go there.
Yeah.
I'm not super sure about that, but I saw a sign in the crowd that said "gay dust." That was funny. it's just gay dust. I'm like, yeah, okay.
So I must have been confused because like it opens where like British Bulldog comes out, right?
Uh-huh.
And then Jake Roberts' fucking cool ass theme song comes on, which I really like his theme song. It's very fucking like I'm gonna fuck you up with my snake, possibly. He comes out and like Clarence Mason's there, the lawyer, and I'm like, why is he out here? Is it because of Snake?
It's
And
because he
yes,
wrote a writ. He wrote one of those well-written writs. You'll know that they're well-written when you see the writs. That's why.
and then they're all fighting. Jake the Snake fucking rips the illegal document where fucking Jerry the King Lawler is like, that's a legal document. Huh?
I like how they were freaking out over it. Like they were trying to collect the scraps.
Yeah.
Like, no, Jim Cornette was like, that's a legal dog. He's like pointing at him and yelling at him, like, you can't do that.
And then, like, my favorite part is Jake Roberts is like, fuck this shit. He pulls out the snake and he like charges at everybody, and everybody like falls over like bowling pins. And then Cornette just fucking sells it so great. He's like,
he fainted.
He fainted and he gets escorted out to the dressing room.
They were like trying to revive him. Like Bulldog was doing CPR. He was doing like chest compressions and his legs were like kicking up in the air.
Yeah.
And then like he fucking came out of it. He's like out of breath. And he's like, wipe me off. Wipe me off. He's like telling Clarence to like wipe him off with like a little rag and shit. And he's like, take my pulse. Oh, take my pulse. And he's like grabbing his wrists. His pulse.
I was just so confused, but like I was still entertained by it, and I was like, "This is great. Is this how it's gonna end?" No, a fucking Ahmed Johnson comes out.
Well, he wasn't allowed to have the snake out there anymore. So he's like, before that match started, Jake said, "I'm the kind of guy who goes downtown, and I got a plan. I got Plan A, and I got Plan B." And
he did. B. He did that little promo and stuff before he came out, and then he pulled out the snake, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, Jerry Lawler is like, I don't want that snake here. Don't bring it. So, the match, number one match here, Owen Hart, British Bulldog versus Jake Roberts and Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah. He came out to a big pop, by the way.
Yeah, fucking Nebraska loves Ahmed. And I got to admit, like, every wrestler fucking hated him. But, dude, like, he's fucking cool.
He's like, it's like I say, he's interesting to watch because he'll do things. And you'd be like, shit, that was good. And then you'll see him do things and be like, that wasn't so good. Or it's like, God damn, he almost killed himself or something.
Yeah.
But like he was over back then. People like to kind of talk shit about him, but like he was like one of their stars for a minute till I guess his attitude got the best of him.
Mm-hmm. But I guess let's get into some play-by-play here.
There's a little bit because honestly, the thing about this match was it's entertaining. There's not really a lot of action that's going on in it, but there's a lot of working, if that makes any sense.
And they're building an angle, which, by the way, I screamed at my monitor because I was like, why are they showing Diana so much? And obviously that gets like shown next. The next Raw that we're gonna cover here.
They built it here.
Yeah, because I was just like, why are they so obsessed? Like every time a Hart family is there, they always have to show something. Like when Stu,
they're like they're the royal family of wrestling.
I guess
it's the same thing. Why do we got to hear about the royal family? We fucking beat them. We don't need to hear about them anymore.
But just Diana always looks confused until like. I mean, I'm showing my hand a little bit. Like even when like on Raw, I was like, even when she did the little bit with Shawn Michaels, I was like, she just looks lost. Like she doesn't want to do this shit.
And God, I can't wait to talk about that. It's funny. But they're working a lot in this match, and I don't mean work rate. It's like they're doing stuff and getting reactions instead of like bumping a lot, which is interesting. And I think it's because they know we're in Omaha, Nebraska. These guys probably haven't seen us for a while. We don't need to fucking kill ourselves. We can like kind of we can work them a little bit, and that's kind of what they did. This whole thing where like Bulldog doesn't want to fight Ahmed, and he keeps tagging Owen in whenever Ahmed gets in the ring, and it's funny because Owen's like, "What the fuck? You fight him," and he's like, "No, I can't," and then he has to get in there to fight him reluctantly, and Owen can't really do anything to him. He's not very effective at fighting him.
I love when Owen like gets scared coming into the ring to fight Ahmed. He's like.
He's doing. Yeah. Ahmed. What's funny is Ahmed's not even doing that much either. He just stands there, looks pissed off, and then he like puts his hand up, like we're gonna do the lockup, and Owen's like, okay, and then he goes and reaches up, and then he like immediately loses. And he's like, oh, and he gets on his knees.
That's great.
There's like another thing that goes on is like Jake tries to hit the DDT several times on Owen, and he just doesn't quite get it. It's like he just barely escapes every time. And then there's this point where the match shifts. Like they worked, or Ahmed was in the ring, I think, and he was going ape shit on Owen in the corner, and he was like beating the shit out of him. But it was like that looks good, and then he started doing those weird discus stomps, those spinning stomps. And I was like, oh, that doesn't look good. It looks like he's about to fucking fall over.
Yeah.
He's probably stopped doing that. Bulldog attacked Ahmed from behind and tagged himself in. And then they're like cutting him off. Bulldog has a ton of heat here. I noticed there's like a bunch of people in the front row that fucking hate him. They keep like, there's like guys, they're all men. I think there's like one woman in the front row, but they're all like almost crossing the railing, yelling at him and shit.
They just fucking hate British people, dude. They're still in the Revolutionary War fucking anger.
I guess. Ahmed, he hit like a press slam on Owen. He attacked Jake and they're chanting DDT.
Dude, that fucking Omaha wants that DDT. They're going nuts.
They he was trying to get hit. He's wearing Owen down, but they cut Jake off. They double team him and they get heat for a while. And I think Ahmed got a hot tag and the crowd was going nuts. He hit like a big ass spine buster on Bulldog. And he tags Jake in after that. I'm like, he's almost dead.
Yeah.
He got his ass kicked the whole time. He tries to hit a DDT, but Bulldog slipped away from it, and they double clothesline Owen after that, and he got backdropped by Jake. But Bulldog was like looking under the ring, and he found Cornette's tennis racket that I guess got left there.
Dude, I love like this is my favorite part of the match. Which, by the way, I'm changing my score. You kind of like you did talk me into it a little bit.
You just had to think about it the right way. That's all.
Yeah. He like fucking John Wicked his ass with the fucking tennis racket. He like hit every limb. It's kind of like you remember you played Dead Space where you had to like shoot the limbs off before you kill somebody.
Yeah.
That's what Bulldog did to Jake.
It's like he tried to swing for his leg first, but he hit his arm, and then he hit his leg, and then his knee, and then Jake was like, "Ugh!" and he like fell over like an old man or something.
Yeah.
But like after that, he gets like Owen and Ahmed are like fighting outside, and he gets like Jake in a leg lock and he taps out. I guess that was the submission.
I think the Vince was like on commentating saying that's his bad knee or whatever, and then Jake just said, "Fuck this, I'm getting out."
Too old for his shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know he had a bad knee. Maybe it's like a gimmick bad knee. It's like
I think it's a work bad knee. Like I think what. Probably there must have been like some other show or maybe a dark match where we didn't see shit happened. Oh yeah. Remember when Bulldog like attacked him on that in Germany?
Yeah.
That must have been it.
I like this match. It was entertaining. I gave it a 6.5.
Okay, I didn't go that generous. I gave it a 6.1.
I liked all the shenanigans. It was fun.
All right. So next match, is Goldust versus the Ultimate Warrior. I gotta
Yeah.
ask you this because when I watched this, and I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" Uh, and then I was like, "Did Ultimate Warrior just not want to put Goldust over, so they just did a fucking angle?"
I think they booked themselves into a corner because it's like we just got the Ultimate Warrior back. He hasn't had a match yet, and then like at the same time they booked this weeks ago. So it's like I don't understand. They didn't need to book themselves into a corner. It could have been prevented. You got Goldust who just lost and regained the IC title. I don't know if you want to squash him right now because they're trying to get him over as like a heel.
Mm.
So it's like, what do? You can't beat him, and Goldust definitely can't beat the Ultimate Warrior because that would like kill his comeback fucking shit.
Yeah, because he just squashed Triple H or Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And now you're going against Goldust. I truly thought that Ultimate Warrior just had like an ego because he's like, I don't want to put Hunter Hearst Helmsley over, even though if I win, and I just want to squash his ass. And then he probably saw Goldust, and he's like, this fucking gay guy, I don't want him beating me. So
We all know what Ultimate Warrior said that one time. He said queering doesn't work.
yeah.
So he wasn't going to work with him, brother.
Mm. I think that's what probably happened. I think Vince is like, all right, pal, you're going to put over Goldust. And he's like, no, Vince, I'm not. And he's like, all right, well, we're going to do this angle then. You're going to fucking smoke a cigar that was dropped by Marlena and sit in his chair and wear his robe, which, by the way, laughed my ass off when Goldust was like, oh, you got too far, is when he started sitting on his fucking chair.
That's what bothered him.
Mm-hmm. And what's this fucking Mantor? Fucking is the mafioso?
Is that Mantar?
Yeah, it was because the beard looked fucking fake on him.
I guess I was trying to figure out who that was. I didn't bother to try to look it up, but yeah, I guess he's his bodyguard for right now. And even though he didn't do anything, he got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
So,
which is funny because I guess do we want to like go over what happened? Like both of them come out, or Goldust comes out with Marlena, and then Ultimate Warrior comes out, and then Marlena and Goldust like kind of run away and go up the ramp, and then that's when he does the bit where he's like got the cigar, has the robe, sits in his chair. And my other favorite part is when Goldust grabs the microphone and goes, "Shut up, or I'm gonna kiss all of you in the crowd." And then you see one fan be like, "Bring it on!"
it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing just turned to an angle where he's just fucking with Goldust because he won't fight him.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he kind of suckered them into getting back in the ring. And he let Goldust sit in his chair and he gave him his robe back, and he was like, Goldust got his hand kissed by Marlena, and then Goldust was like, do you want to kiss my hand? Like he was doing that kind of shit. And then Warrior was like kind of like stalling for a minute. He's like, is he gonna kiss his hand? And then like he would just put out the cigar on Goldust's hand and burn it, and then like hit him with like a clothesline. That's when he bailed out. And then he beat up the fat guy and ripped his shirt off.
Yeah, but the bell went off, which was like,
I don't know.
I was like, is this a match between the fat guy and Warrior? Like, is he gonna pin him? And that's how they get around of like making Warrior fucking win a match. But no, it just ends. He like pulls off his shirt and is like, you see the man titties and everything. And that's the end. It's an angle. There's no like review score I can give this.
It kind of sucks though because they built this up and then it's like it didn't happen.
Yeah, I was actually like excited. Like I didn't look forward into this. I've never really like seen any Ultimate Warrior besides his heydays and stuff. So I was like kind of like interested a little bit to see what would happen, to see if they actually wrestled, and they didn't. And I was actually disappointed. So if I had to review a score for this, I'd probably do it low because I'm disappointed that they didn't have a match.
It was disappointing because
Yeah.
I was kind of curious, like, what are they going to do, and it didn't turn into anything.
Yeah.
I will say this: this was funny. They did before the match. They were trying to explain why Goldust was limping, and it was apparently because he was harassing Ultimate Warrior in the middle of an interview backstage before the pay per view started. He was like talking to, I fucking, it was Doc Hendricks or something, I think, and then like he's in the middle of talking about Destrucity or whatever, and then Marlena just comes into frame and blows smoke in his face, and he's like, ah. And then like Goldust shows up in the frame and blows glitter all over him, and he gets mad. He goes, ah, and he just runs away. I'm like, what the fuck? That angered him so much. He chased Goldust through the arena, and allegedly he fell and hurt his knee, which just sounds fucking funny.
Dude, I laughed so hard. I was like, this is fucking stupid as shit, but I'm for it.
Sometimes it's silly.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Bulldog, was it Owen Hart there too? Who else was there?
Yeah, it was those two, and then like Bulldog was standing in front of a door yelling.
Yeah, I love the door because like there's a clear plywood with like a piece of paper that says Shawn Michaels, and then you have Earl Hebner and like the old guy that's been there since like the end of the Attitude Era. They're like always shows up when shit hits the fan in the ring, and they're trying to like split people up. I don't know the other guy's name.
I didn't get a good look at him.
Yeah, but British, they're like, why? What are they doing? And this is pretty much to build up for tomorrow, Monday Night Raw. So I was like, huh, Bulldog versus Shawn Michaels. I'm for that if that's what it's leading to.
I think it does.
Yeah. And then it's time. It's Vader time. And I'm like, hell yeah, brother. Vader time. And I'm like, who is he facing? Because I don't remember. And fucking he like killed fucking Uso or the Us.
Fatu.
Yeah.
Make a difference.
But it's fucking Razor Ramon.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, they're doing this match, because I was starting to wonder, is like, does this match actually happen? Do they substitute him at the last minute? Because I don't remember this match, and I didn't look it up because I try not to do that.
By the way, Nash and Hall, this is probably their last match, right?
Well, I think it's Razor's. Well, no, he said it might be their last televised matches, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, because they still do some house shows, I think. But and obviously there's the curtain call, the MSG one.
Mm-hmm.
But Razor hasn't been on TV for like over a month or something. So I was like, where's he at? What's going on? I guess it was contract stuff. They were probably negotiating. It wasn't going well, so Vince probably kept him off TV, maybe.
Yeah.
That, or he just asked for time off. I've never heard him explain really like what he was doing around that time, but I'm sure it's somewhere.
He was like, Chico, I did not want to face that gay dust.
No gay dust. So we got Vader instead. It was okay. It was like a back and forth brawl. It was kind of slow at times.
I enjoyed this a little bit more than you, I think.
I don't dislike it. I think, like, I'm not sure what I expected. I didn't expect like a great match, but it was like, I felt like they didn't maybe have good chemistry together.
It was a little bit choppy here and there, but like I was surprised the moves that Vader was allowing him to get off and also doing, because he was like suplexing him. He was throwing Vader around, and I'm like, as a person who's almost on his way out the door, you would think that like this would be a squash match. Like Razor would be like, boom, like get in the match. Vader beats the shit out of you, does a little splash thing, and goes home. Like that's what I was like waiting for.
Well, I don't think Vince wants to squash him, because I think he's still trying to get him to stay right now. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was competitive. And the other thing is, Vader will work with you if you be like, what do you do, brother? And then you tell him what you do, and he's like, let's do that. And he doesn't care. Typically, he's not the kind of guy that goes, I just fucking crush you. He'll be like, what do you want to do? From what I've learned of it anyway, I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about all those times he fights Sting, or like when he would have matches with Ric Flair and stuff. It was like, what? Everybody got to do cool shit. It wasn't just Vader beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
But it kind of got better the further it went, I thought.
Yeah.
And it was shaping up, and then like Razor tried to hit the Razor's Edge on Vader, but Vader like backdropped him and hit the butt splash on him on his chest and beat him for 3. And it was like, whoa, he beat somebody with that. Because he hit the Vader bomb on him and Razor kicked out. That's like one of his finishers.
Yeah, and he also like because he like you said he threw him over the ropes and he like landed on his back and he just like shot up and like ran in there. Like even Vader was like, "The fuck!" Like I tossed your ass. Why are you back here?
Well, typically it's like he does that kind of spot later in a match, and it's like usually a good point for him to be like, "Oh, I'm fucked up, Chico," and he's selling for a while after that. That's something I've noticed he does a lot. Do a spot where you throw me out on the floor, and then I'll be fucked up, and I'll sell for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the first move of the match, though.
Yeah.
So maybe Scott Hall was like, "All right, if you throw me out, I'm just gonna get back in because the match just started."
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, I gave it a 6. I thought it was all right.
I gave it a 6.5. I was actually surprised because I truly thought Razor was gonna get like semi-squash. I mean, he did. He got a fucking ass in his face, pretty much. I actually love that ending because he's like, "All right, you kicked out of my finisher. Well, I'm gonna fucking crush your fucking face."
And he did.
Yeah, and he did. Oh, this match.
Oh wait, before that, some funny and interesting things happened. So after the match, Doc Hendricks came out to tell Cornette and Vader that he has news, and I'm like,
"Oh
news.
Yeah."
And he goes, Gorilla Monsoon says Vader's next opponent at the next In Your House is Yokozuna. And Cornette's like, "What? Yokozuna? He's taken out. No!" He's like screaming. And then he's like, "Oh, you're facing him." And then Cornette starts talking about how like you're going into the danger zone. And Vader's going to mess you up. And he just got done making Razor Ramon look like Margot Kidder. Yokozuna, you're next. And, like him and Lawler kept making references to Margot Kidder, which was weird. But I think around this time she got like, I think she was on like a talk show or something. It might have been like Oprah or whatever, or she got in the news.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like she was clearly not doing good. I think is what it was, because I think she had like schizophrenia or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it was like she was not doing that good.
Yeah, I liked when Vader like pushed fucking Cornette, like it was Cornette's fault.
Yeah. There was hilarious footage of Paul Bearer talking to people on the internet in their little chat room, but he wasn't using the computer. He was dictating to this woman sitting next to him what to say. And you could hear him talking, but you couldn't clearly hear what he was saying. And Undertaker's just standing behind him, and he's like doing his Undertaker pose, and he's like cracking his knuckles, and the whole room is lit in purple and it's dark.
Yep.
It's like there's a condition to us being in this room. It's like, if you're going to interview us, the whole room needs to be purple. We won't come in.
That's great.
The Shop Zone segment. I like talking about these because they're interesting, and I like talking about the prices of things. Because this is like 30 years ago now. They're selling polo shirts with a hat combo of 3 guys. It was Shawn Michaels, Ultimate Warrior, and Undertaker. They were $40.
Damn.
And I was like, that's not bad, actually. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, for that combo, that's not bad.
Like nowadays, it'd be a fucking $80 plus combo.
Yep.
With inflation. Now the match.
Yeah. WWF Tag Team Titles match. The Body Donnas with Sonny versus the Godwins.
with Hillbilly Jims.
With Hillbilly Jim. I have Godwin fatigue.
That's what I said. You got Godwin fatigue after
Yeah.
you're complaining about them. Why do you have Godwin fatigue?
I don't know. It's just like I think the whole bushwhackers thing kind of like rubs me off the wrong way. So like every time I see, now don't get offended, people, when I see like very like hick type of tag teams, I'm just like, I'm so bored of it.
You don't like hillbilly characters in wrestling.
Yes, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, Vince does.
So, because he's from New York.
Well, he's from North Carolina.
Yeah.
And then he went to New York. And Vince has always had this fascination of I like having hillbilly characters.
Uh-huh.
He liked Haystacks Calhoun and fucking, Hillbilly Jim was a thing he tried for a while, and
the Smoking Guns.
Well, they're not hillbillies; they're cowboys.
Okay.
Yeah. That's different. They're civilized.
Yeah, you're right.
So they're from Texas, allegedly. But these guys, see, you said something about like the Bushwhackers, and I'm like, they're not as bad as the Bushwhackers, though.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just like,
but it's a similar vibe. I get what you're saying. Kinda.
Especially the one where like he wants to fuck Sonny, which back then everybody wanted to fuck Sonny.
That's fair, given how they market her and everything, and they're leaning into it more than ever now.
Yes,
because she's not even wearing the Body Donna's outfit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Where she was wearing tennis shoes with socks and stuff, and she had like the little skirt that was kind of like a skort thing.
Yeah.
If you know what a skort is.
Yep.
Oh, okay. And then like now she's just coming out in like a leather skirt with leather boots with high heels on them and stuff. And it's like, all right, her tops are getting smaller,
shorter. Yep.
And shorter.
What's your thought, like, because when I think of tag team, when I think of someone as a champion, the wrestler should be holding the title, in my opinion. But like they're just like the Body Donnas, fuck them. Sonny's gonna hold the titles because that's her titles, and I get they're leaning into that where like they need to get me the gold because I want the gold. So I'm like for that, but I'm also like, what it almost reminds me of like Sable and Mark Marrow down the road, where it's like everybody like favored more Sable, which is fair because Sable is fucking hot and more of an attraction than Mark Marrow, but like they kind of like stiff the Body Donnas a little bit.
Well, that gets complicated, I think, because it's like Sonny's clearly the personality in that group.
Mm-hmm.
And she's great talking. She's good looking. She understands how wrestling works, so that's another plus. So she's got everything. And then like the other guys, like Dr. Tom is a great wrestler. Zip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna call, I hate that shit. And if he hated it, I can tell. He just looks miserable all the time. But and we all know fucking oh god, I'm blanking on his name now. Skip.
I know who you're talking about.
Chris Candido.
Yep.
Goddamn, the neuron wasn't firing. They've been calling him Skip too long.
Yep.
But everybody knows he's a good wrestler. He's always entertaining when he does something, but he's like kind of like the dweeb in the tag team, but they're both kind of dweebs. That's their thing. You got a dweeb tag team, and then you got a dork tag team that's coming up at the same time. And we'll talk about them later. And you got hillbillies. Like, there's no cool tag teams right now.
Yeah.
There's the Cowboys, and one of them's injured. So,
poor Bart is like getting fucking like ramsacked by like the top stars that they're trying to fucking push.
He's having good matches with people and getting them over. That's like his job right now.
Yeah.
But I get it's Sonny because it's like she's the attraction. She's going to help get people over, I guess. But yeah. I think we're starting to see that it's backfiring. because I noticed in this match, or no, it was the Raw match. She was more over than everybody having the match.
Yep.
So it's like the Sable thing before Sable.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, look what she's wearing.
It's that, and it's like she's funny too. It doesn't help that she's funny and witty. She gets the attention.
Too bad drugs gets her.
Because she's like, this is a nice pair, right? And she's got the belt. She's like, I'm talking about the titles. And it's like, okay, that's pretty good. You're smart.
And I love that Jerry Lawler, I mean, we're kind of talking about Raw here. He's like, those are good 2 pairs of belts. And
Belts.
Yeah.
Well, you know, something I noticed during this match was Jerry Lawler was slagging her on commentary. Did you pick up on that?
Yeah, talking about Sunny being a slut, pretty much.
Yeah. He said she's been around more than a carousel. And then he said, like, right after that, he hit her with another one. He's like, she was 20 years old by the time she found out cars had front seats. He fucked it up, though. He said back seats. And then Vince was like, what? He didn't understand it. And he's like, I meant front seats. I meant to say front seats. You know, it's like he had to explain the joke because he botched it. But still, like, damn, it's like, okay, so apparently she's starting to rub people the wrong way backstage already. Because now they're openly making fun of her on commentary.
Yeah.
And then I think you saw in one of the clips I sent you for like the videos, Sean is fucking making fun of her in a promo at some point.
Yep.
So, you know.
I'm guessing she got around like Lita back in the day, right?
Oh, I don't know that you could say Lita got around, but like not like this.
Yeah, true.
She got with Edge one time and it was an accident, I guess.
No, I've heard things like Lita was sleeping with John Cena and everybody.
Oh, I didn't know about that actually.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, she got around.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't have a whole lot to say about this match.
It's pretty much like showing an angle what they're trying to do. Is it Phineas that likes Sunny?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all trying to like, because like Sunny comes out with her autographed, or is that the second match?
No, it's this match. She has a framed autographed photo of herself. And she's like, this is for you. And she's like, tries to show it to Pig. She signed it Pig, by the way.
Yeah.
And Hillbilly Jim gets mad because, you know, Jezebel's coming around and fucking my boys up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They got to lock in.
Yep.
Can't be getting distracted. But I'll say this, though, at least. He's not. That's one of the things I kind of hate most about wrestling, especially when you watch older wrestling, is when a woman gets up on the apron and does something, and the heel or whoever in the ring or the babyface is like, a woman, like they've never seen a woman before.
Mm-hmm.
He's not quite acting like that.
Yeah, they're not like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man where they're ready to slap a bitch.
Well, Macho Man had the woman. Everybody was wanting his woman. That was the thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about Hulk Hogan, like the last Nitro where he like was like, grabbing woman and fucking Elizabeth and about to like smack a bitch, but then he's like, Jimmy Hart, I got you. I mean, I know
him.
Yeah.
It was personal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she causes a big distraction, and it causes like Henry Godwin's in the ring. He hits a slot drop on, I think it was Zip.
Yeah.
And he's not getting a count. And then he gets up and like, hey man, I got him beat. Like, Pitt, count it. And then like while that's happening, I think Skip slid in and switched places with him and played possum.
Yeah, because Vince was talking about like they look so much alike, it's impossible to tell them apart. I'm like, okay, Vince, whatever you say. In
fairness, if you see them from the side or the back, they do look the same.
True, but
it's like you have to look at them for a few seconds because like their builds are a little different. But when you see the front of them and you see their face, then you can tell it's not the same guy.
Yeah, it's not like the Cole twins.
No, they're literally the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Skip got him in a small package and pinned him.
Yep.
That was it. I mean, there wasn't a lot of action in this match that was like worth going over really, because it honestly seemed like a TV match.
Yeah, it felt very raw-ish.
Like Raw or Superstars or something.
Yeah. Phineas was upset that he let his team down in a tag team championship match. My
He's
favorite
like,
part.
look, man, she's really hot. I mean, like,
He's like, he's like, I get it. You like the pussy and everything, but we got to win. And then was it Hillbilly Jim that put the autograph into the slop bucket?
yeah, he put the photo in the slot bucket, which was funny.
And then Phineas, when they all walked away, took it out of the slop bucket and put it in his overalls.
Put it right here. He's like, oh, okay, take this home later.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah. What'd you give this match?
You get a 5.5.
Yeah, I gave it a 5.2. I was just like, all right, whatever.
You have Godwin fatigue.
Yeah.
I'm not quite there yet. I don't hate them yet. I'm starting to get there, though.
What the fuck, Mark Marrow?
Dude, I don't know what this is what I'm talking about. Like he figured out how to do a promo as Johnny B. Bad finally without being Little Richard.
Yep.
And it's like he comes here and it's like I think Vince is telling him you need to act like you're crazy or some shit. And he's like, how do I do that? And he's like, I don't talk low and do be crazy, or because that's all I could get from this. Is like Doc Hendricks he's putting in the hours tonight. By the way, he's fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I guess Todd Pettigrew is off, but he's backstage. He's trying to interview Mark Marrow and Sable's standing there, and Mark Marrow's all bug-eyed, and he's talking about how he's gonna face Hunter at the Next In Your House because he fucked him over tonight on the pre-show thing.
I thought he wanted to fuck Hunter, unlike how
he's gonna release the beast.
Yeah.
He was doing these fucking cringy little quips about it's like I'm gonna get wild, and you just unleash the beast from the cage. But he's saying it a lot lower like this. And what gets me is like they're showing the replay footage from earlier, and he's talking so low the replay footage is overpowering his audio.
Yeah.
I can't hear him. I couldn't hear him even when that wasn't playing. I'm like, the fuck. I know they're live, but after that, somebody needs to be like, dude, you need to fucking speak up because nobody can hear you.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of like audio issues in this, by the way.
Maybe.
Because like there were some sections where it almost sounded like because you know the difference between like a sound system and like having sound come out of your monitor or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there was times where like it sounded very terrible. And it seemed like Vince was frustrated by the like production team too, because I don't know if you've seen, he like waved his cameraman to look at him. He was like, "Come here, put the fucking camera on us." So I think he was frustrated with the technical stuff that night.
Yeah, they had technical issues later too.
Mm-hmm.
This thing's not working with him right now. If I was, this is all hindsight bullshit. It's not fair or anything. I would say, be mad. You need to be like angry, like you're like not a loose cannon because that guy's coming later, but you just need to be like on edge all the time.
You have to be not Macho Man, but Macho Man.
Yeah,
where it's
you got to be on that wavelength.
Yeah, and right now he just sounds like Johnny B. Bad had a split personality, and he just wants to fuck everybody.
He's gonna fuck Hunter in your house.
Yeah.
Well, he tried to fuck Sable, so he's gonna fuck him.
Yep. I still like the story. It was like, so Brock Lesnar stole my girl, and I ain't gonna fucking fight him.
And I was like, well, that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
At least he has a sense of self-preservation.
Yeah, because we all know Brock would literally kill him. I
mean, he could probably kill about anybody, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to think of somebody that would kill him. We get a movie trailer video showing the feud between Diesel and Shawn. It was pretty good. It basically, they summed up the whole thing ever since they've been on camera together, really.
I have a soft spot for Kevin Nash in a fucking hat, like doing promos.
There's something about seeing Kevin Nash wearing a baseball cap that just looks right.
Yeah. And he
that's why his promo sucked in Germany. He wasn't wearing the baseball cap.
Yeah, he was talking about the click and all that stuff because it's just like where we first hear about the word click through Shawn Michaels, pretty much.
He's been bringing it up since he came back from the concussion when Owen Hart nearly killed him.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, ever since he came back from that, he's been talking about the click. Like I think it was when they were hyping the Royal Rumbles when he first started talking about it.
Yeah.
Now it's an inside joke because they got the click in there.
Oh, and before the movie thing, the movie trailer of the feud, Jerry Lawler said, "Send in your copy of the Capable and get free 5-minute long distance phone card. 5 minutes. Damn,
long distance was expensive.
Yeah.
So that actually might be like, oh, I can use this to fucking call my grandma in Alaska. Sean, there's like little comments from each of them before the match, and Sean says he promised to click a party and it won't start till he tunes up Sweet Chin Music on Diesel. Diesel asks Vince if he's going to be out there tonight because he has something for him.
Yep.
And all the little clicksters, and he says he likes it when things are live the most. And it's like, what the fuck is he going to do?
Yeah.
Is that a threat?
Kinda. And we see it a little bit. Well, we do see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Main event.
They show Mad Dog Vachon acting like the Chekhov's gun, which we'll get later down the road.
I forgot they did that spot in this match. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. But I'll let you do the play-by-play, but man, fucking Shawn Michaels gets fucking beat up.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, champion versus Diesel in a no-holds-barred match for the WWF World Title. At the end of Diesel's entrance, he came out first. He threw his leather vest at Vince, like in his face.
Mm-hmm.
And Lawler was like laughing at him and shit. And then Shawn is like, he comes out and he's all business. He doesn't do his usual entrance. He like throws the belt on the ground and just fucking runs in the ring and they start fighting, which is good. That was a good touch. I hate it when people are supposed to be mad in wrestling. Like they've been wronged in some way. And like nobody ever acts like they're mad. I come out and I got to do my poses and all my shit and swing my hair and skip around even though I'm supposed to be pissed off kind of shit. Like, no.
It's like when Jeff Hardy came to AEW and he's like saving his brother and he's going like this.
He's doing his dance while Matt's getting his ass kicked in the ring. He's like, yeah. Matt's like getting murdered.
Well, Jeff Hardy did when I call him Chris Veal Cutlet interview where he's like, I should never done that.
He was just in the moment. He was like, I'm gonna do my thing for the crowd, and he just lost track of what was going on, I guess.
Yeah.
But people need to act angry.
I agree.
There needs to be more anger in wrestling. They're fighting though. Shawn's like bobbing and weaving, and he's like throwing jabs, but Diesel just knees him in the gut once, and Shawn goes flying, which is great. And then Shawn, he gets up and he's fighting some more though. He does he drop kicks Diesel out of the ring, and then he hits like a moonsault kind of cross body from the top rope all the way to the floor on Diesel, which looked cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then he steals a boot from Hugo Savinovich at the Hispanic commentary table and hit Diesel with it. And then Diesel flings Shawn into that corner and he hits him. Like, he threw him all the way across the ring, and Shawn did his crazy turnbuckle bump. Yeah,
he did like the Ric Flair thing.
And then Diesel hit him with like an axe handle, and he sent him over out on the floor with that. Pretty good. This Diesel's getting heat at that point. Shawn's selling everything like great. Diesel gets him in the corner. He's like yelling at Jose Lothario. He's like, this is how we do it in the 90s. He just starts like beating the shit out of Shawn. He's like kneeing him in the gut. And then he hits like a huge sidewalk slam, and he gets two. And then Diesel takes. Did he have tape on himself?
Yeah, he took the wrist tape, and then he started choking Earl Hebner.
Yeah, and I was like, what did he do? He's choking out an old man. Like, come on. But Diesel steals Earl Hebner's belt after he chokes him out, and then he starts whipping Shawn with it. And then he starts choking him with the belt, and then he hangs Shawn with the belt.
Dude, that crowd was like concerned. They were like, he's getting hung.
Oh shit, nah.
Yeah.
And like they probably don't see anything like that much. Because if I was right about what territory was ran there, they didn't do like crazy violent shit like that.
Yeah.
So Diesel is getting ready to finish Shawn off because he hit him with a chair while he had him hung on the ropes. So he was like completely vulnerable. And he ducks out of the way though. Like they're in the ring now and he's going to finish him off. Shawn ducks and he does the old ricochet, hits himself in the back of the head thing. Then Shawn gets up and he's ready to swing, but he takes too long, and then Diesel low blows him. It's just funny.
Yep.
And then Diesel hits a big backdrop, and he starts cranking on Shawn's neck. He's trying to get up. Diesel keeps knocking him down with punches until he flies out of the ring. Diesel goes after him. He jackknifes Shawn through the announce table where Vince and Jerry Lawler are.
Well, it goes through the Spanish announce table, right?
No, it was their table.
Oh, it was? Oh, yeah, because they were talking to microphones later. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because like it went through the table, it collapsed and destroyed everything, and you hear Vince, and you hear him say that, and like his mic gets pulled off, like his headset and everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's like no commentary for like a couple minutes because of that. And then like Diesel gets back in the ring and he's like gloating and shit, you know. And Shawn crawls his way out of the wreckage, and Vince is like yelling, and the camera's microphone picks up. He's like, "Just let it be over. Just stop." He's getting killed.
Stop hurting my boyfriend.
Yeah. Stop hurting my son. HBK gets a fire extinguisher from underneath the ring, though, and sprays Diesel in the face with it, which is always going to get a pop because it's a fire extinguisher. He gets in there and gets a flying forearm. Shawn gets a chair. It's like wrapped up in like the audio cable shit from the system over there.
Mm-hmm.
He's hitting Diesel, and Diesel recovers and hits a big boot, and he signals for a jackknife. And he like shouts out one of his fans out there, probably because they got the black glove. And I swear I heard the crowd started chanting for Diesel.
Yeah, some of them were a little bit over for Diesel.
I'm like, he's still fucking over, even though he's supposed to be like this huge prick.
Well, he'll be over soon in another company.
Oh, yeah. When he picks Shawn up, he starts punching him. Shawn starts punching Diesel in the head, and I think he hurricane rotted him or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then HBK hits top rope elbow. He does sweet shit music, but Diesel catches him, and he hits a clothesline. And then Big D clotheslines Shawn out of the ring, and they're out on the floor for a minute. And then you see Mad Dog Vachon out there in the front, where they showed you earlier. And he just grabs him and like pulls him over like the railing, and then pulls his prosthetic leg off of him. And he's like going to cave Shawn's head in with this fake leg, but Shawn goes for his sack. He pushed him in the nuts. And then Shawn gets it, and he hits Diesel with the Vachon's leg, and then he hits Sweet Shit Music, and he pins him for 3.
Yep. I really liked this match. It was actually booked really well. It made Diesel look good.
It did.
And it made Shawn Michaels even look better. Because he just got out of it. He's playing the underdog, obviously. And he had to have him still carry the belt. And obviously Diesel's on his way out. Or Kevin Nash, I mean. So I gave this a little high score. I give it a 7.1 out of 10.
Oh, I liked it more than you. I gave it 7.7.
Okay, cool.
I liked it because it was crazy. There was a lot going on in this match, and I liked it. Like the whole thing about it was this is not a normal match. Nothing about this is normal. So it's like they're being extra violent. Diesel powerbombed a guy through a table. That's never happened before. and it killed the commentary. So it's like you have this real sense of like shit, everything's going to shit. Like this is chaotic as hell. And then the spot with Mad Dog Vachon's leg was like amazing because I forgot that happened here.
And Vince played it off well. He's like, God, that's sick.
He stole his leg.
Yeah.
That was just something crazy that just kind of put it like a little more over the top, like it punctuated everything.
I just love how Vince has to explain it. He just had an automobile accident.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good, and it helps get Sean over more to make him look tough because he's having like this, which is like kind of a running theme for him. I think during this year, during his run, is they keep lining him up with opponents that are like, God damn, can Sean beat this guy? He's just like a pretty boy guy who just does the flips. It started with Bret Hart. Now it's Diesel. I guess it's going to be Bulldog next. And then we get that match with Mankind later.
Sorry, I'm reading something that Bret Hart said is about Vader, by the way.
Oh, boy.
He said, wrestling Vader was like wrestling with a cement truck filled with barf. He was stiff and really the shit to work with as far as he was no fun. He hurt you constantly, every punch or kick. And I can remember he did a belly flop on me one time. He told me he could do it safe and not hurt me or whatever. My body felt violated. 400 pounds of blob just slapped my whole body. I was numb after the match. I remember feeling violated. He was really stiff. He stunk. He smelled like throw up. He never washed his gear. I guess he washed it every once in a while. After a couple of weeks on the road with Vader, it was just tough working with him.
Yeah, he's kind of notorious for not washing his gear consistently, and apparently when you do that, it stinks.
I love Bret when he's honest because he just tells it how it is.
He just fucking tells you exactly what happened, basically.
Yeah.
But this is kind of like a one-match show almost.
Yeah, like reviewing it back now, because they had to do the angle with Diana, and it had it entertaining. Now that we discussed it, it was an entertaining first match. Then we had the weird angle with Goldust and Ultimate Warrior. And then I liked Vader versus Razor Ramon more than you, but it was kind of like a left field type of thing because he was supposed to face Fatu. And I guess they were just like, well, Razor's here and he's ready to fight. So they're both big dudes and that will attract. And then the Body Donnas versus the Godwins, which is And Mark Merrow doing, wants to fuck Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And then the main event.
Yeah, which was good.
Yeah. What'd you give the whole show?
5.9.
Okay, you were a little under than me. I gave it a 6.2 out of 10.
The Goldust Ultimate Warrior thing just kind of sucks a bit.
Yeah.
Especially when you advertise a match and then it doesn't happen. Just, I know it's an in your house. It's like, oh, it's not a real pay-per-view, but you're still asking for people to pay for it.
Yep.
So
maybe the next one will be better. We will see.
So I got some statistics. This was at the Omaha Civic Auditorium. It's still called that to this day. There's no Smoothie King bullshit arena, Verizon Cricket Arena.
Mm-hmm.
The attendance was 9,563 out of a full capacity of 10,960. And that's if it's set up for a concert. So I'd say they pretty much sold it out, really.
I mean, it was packed to the gills.
Yeah. It looked like a full house in there.
Yeah.
Buy rate was 165,000 out of a 0.65 share. So it did okay.
Yeah.
It's decent.
I think truly the probably Jake Roberts was probably attraction. Ultimate Warrior. And they probably wanted to see Vader versus Ray. Oh, they didn't know Razor was going to be there, but probably Vader. And then, the main event. I think the main event probably put it over, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since we're not doing WCW because they're suspended, we are doing Monday Night Raw the next night after In Your House 7. It is April 29th, 1996. We are in Iowa. Sioux City? Is that how you say it?
Sioux City.
Sioux City.
Yeah.
Your host again is Vince McMahon and Jerry Lawler. And Bart Gunn is in the ring. And I'm like, oh no. Well,
Yep.
not oh no, like bad, like oh no, he's getting fed to the fishes, pretty much.
He's gonna get beat by somebody.
Yeah. And it's Mankind.
It's Mankind, so now you know for sure he's losing.
Yep.
They're brawling, and I don't know what happened, but I think Mankind got cut on his eyebrow or something.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like, because he kept having like blood appear on like the side of his face, like down his cheek and stuff.
Well, I wonder if it was blood because, like, now I know Jerry Lawler was like, that's not war paint, because Vince said something stupid like, what's that war paint? And I'm like, that looks like blood, Vince. And then Jerry Lawler, literally the next, after I said that in my head, he was like, I don't think that's paint, Vince. And it was blood. But like, what surprises me is like later down the road, and I know I'm like skipping ahead, he like shoves his bloody fingers down Bart's fucking throat.
Yeah. We saw the whole image of it. Yeah, but anyway, Mankind goes for like a shoulder tackle in the corner at some point, but he misses and he hits the post. So Bart starts working his arm. And while he's doing that, he does it for like half a minute or so. Mankind grabs his head and he falls backwards, and it's like he tries to put him in the mandible claw from like a sleeper hold position. And Bart like freaks out and escapes the ring like as fast as he can. He's like, "Oh shit, I've seen that." No.
Yeah.
Bart gets back in. They fight for a little while until Mankind starts throwing some kind of hard-looking punches and stomps, and they end up on the floor. And they're going to do a suplex spot, but we had to go to a break, so we don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Come back. You're still brawling. Mankind gets the better of Bart at this point. He does some punches in the corner, and he does like the running knee thing to the guy's head. And he's fucking Bart up. But Bart starts throwing bombs, and he hits like a big haymaker. And then he gets a missile drop kick, and he gets 2. And then Bart does body slam, and he hits a top rope elbow for 2.
Yep.
Like, all right, he's getting some in. And then Bart gets on Mankind. He starts punching him until Mankind just reaches up and puts the mandible claw on him. And he's like, oh, and he like flops over. And he's like screeching and shit. Like, just like, he's like choking him out. And that's it. He gets submitted.
I like you mentioned this in the Facebook chat. I love this in Mankind.
I know, and like I've talked about this before because it's just weird to me that he doesn't like when he's this version of Mankind. This is Mick, I think. But I like because it's just a really different kind of character that they've had up to this point. They like, okay, the Undertaker was like the darkest they ever got, maybe besides Jake Roberts.
I would say Mankind's darker than Undertaker.
He is. He's like this fucking nut job, and he's like screeching, and he's like pulling his own hair out of his head. He's like violently assaulting people.
And he's very like Vince had to like say it. He's demented.
He's deranged.
Yeah.
I gave this match a 6.2.
I gave it a 6.5. I enjoyed it.
And then like right after that, JR is like trying to get comments from Bart Gunn, who can like barely say anything.
And Mankind like, comes up behind him.
He's just attacking. It was funny because he's like, "What did it feel like? What did the mandible claw feel like?" He's like, "I couldn't move," and then he just gets attacked.
And then he gets the claw again.
He gets it again.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Fucking Savio Vega comes out, right?
Yeah, he's gonna do a little commentary there for this match.
And Vince is right in between Savio Vega and Jerry Lawler.
And that's a good thing because they would have gotten a fight probably.
Yep. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out with Ted DiBiase, still as the manager for temporary at the moment, versus Scott Taylor. I'm like, oh, hey, Scott Taylor's back.
Scotty Too Hottie.
Yep.
He's growing his hair out now.
Mm-hmm. Well, mainly this is like would you say this is squash? It has to be
yeah,
squash. But this is building up the Savio Vega versus Stone Cold match, and apparently he wants a Caribbean strat match.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why Jerry Lawler kept on calling it a belt, because he's like, that's my belt. I'm like, what are you saying, Jerry Lawler?
He stole his belt.
Yeah.
He was disparaging Hispanics.
I guess.
Because he kept calling him burrito breath and saying, I don't understand what you're saying. And shit. Like, he was just talking shit to him the whole time.
I gotta admit, like, I'm actually liking... I want to watch more Savio Vega stuff.
Well, he'll be there for a couple more years, I think.
Yeah. Because I'm enjoying his commentary, his promo, and his wrestling, too.
He's kind of like a Tito Santana.
Yeah.
He's in that role. Like Tito Santana spoke better English than him. But he can still do it. He can do a good promo. He has good matches with people. And he's like over.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's all three of those things. But, he's not like one of the, we're going to use you to do a lot of crazy things. He's just like, you're a good guy. You're a good hand, brother. Get in here and do some business kind of thing. Scott Taylor got his ass kicked and got choked out with the $1 Million Dream. It's kind of it, really.
And then Savio Vega gets on the microphone and says, Austin, let's have a strat match. And Ted DiBiase laughs at him and waves him off, and Austin joins Ted DiBiase, and Savio Vega's like, fuck this shit, and gets in the ring, hits him with the strap, and fucking goes to commercial break. And I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Ill-timed commercial breaks on this Raw.
Because Stone Cold Steve Austin, I mean, maybe he did, because this is early Steve Austin, and he's not like, fuck you, I'm going to beat the shit out of you because you beat me.
You're not yet.
Yeah.
This is like beta Steve Austin.
Yeah.
That could be a good match, I guess. I was trying to rack my brain and think, have they done a strap match, a belt match before? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't know if this happens, because isn't the thing that they face, is it WrestleMania or a different pay-per-view?
No, they finish it up, I think, during this year at some point.
Okay.
We come back from a break. Vince in the ring, Jim Cornette, Diana Smith, British Bulldog. And Vince introduces Shawn Michaels, who comes out with Jose Lothario. And Shawn starts talking, and he says, everybody says HBK style couldn't last 60 minutes with the Hitman.
Hey, there he goes. There he goes. He's throwing around Bret Hart again.
And we went 63 minutes, and I won. And he's like, last night everybody said I couldn't go head-to-head with Diesel. And I took an ass-kicking, but I gave one right back. And Vince was laughing.
Yeah, he was getting hard.
HBK says he can adapt to any style and is ready for the best in the World Wrestling Federation. Then Jim Cornette's like, no! He interrupts him, and he goes on one of the best verbal tirades I've ever heard him do.
Mm-hmm.
He rants for 5 minutes straight almost without stopping.
He's a fornicator.
He says all this shit. It's like, you're trying to get this Diana Smith, a married woman, you're trying to proposition to her in the dark in the building, and you tried to get her to go back on her wedding vows, and you defile her and corrupt her, and you're a fornicator. That's summing it up.
Yeah, and I love the evidence that he showed. He's like, take a look at this. It's kind of blurry. You can't see him, but that's the producer here, and he's bringing Diana to go backstage. And guess who it was? It was him.
And he's like, what?
Yeah.
he's like disbelief actually. And then Cornette says, he's like, I want you to face your accuser. And Diana, I want you to confront him. And then she says, Sean, I know you want me. And it's like the most unconvincing fucking like delivery of that. And it's funny because the crowd has like a mixed reaction. And they're like, what? And then like they kind of like let it play out for a minute.
It like lingers too long. He's like, I know you want me. And I'm like, well, does she want HBK? Like,
yeah, why did you say it like that?
Yeah.
Your husband's right there.
Yeah.
But Sean goes, honestly, this was a good line. He's like, Mrs. Smith, with all due respect, don't flatter yourself. And she fucking slapped him.
Well, I thought what he was going to say was, you're not my type. And
well,
he kind of did, but in a different way. But I would rather like, you're not my type. Because I feel like that's more direct instead of don't flatter yourself.
Well, Sean's trying to be a good guy right now.
Yeah, true.
He's not being a dick yet. Like 100% dick. Like the dick ratio is like 70-30 right now.
He gets slapped, right?
He gets slapped, yeah.
And then he goes, well, now I see who wears the pants in the Smith family. And
what's funny is the camera, it shows him standing next to her, and he's not wearing pants. It's like, I don't think they thought about that. It was like, he was actually factually correct in that moment.
Oh, man. And then they just start brawling.
Yeah, they start fighting. We cut off, the break comes, and we don't see the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then we like, when we come back from that break, they actually show us the fight, so at least they do that.
Yeah.
And, you know, they get broken up, and that's kind of the end of it.
Yeah, so I guess we're getting a British Bulldog versus Shawn Michaels match in some type of the future.
I guess it in your house, the next one.
Maybe, yeah. And, oh boy, the new Rockers are here. And they're facing the Godwins. I'm sure Sonny won't come out.
Well, they basically invite her out because he's like, we got comments from Sonny in the back. It's like, oh, okay, so she's got something to say now.
Yeah, and she says, what would she say that
she was talking about the tag teams. And she's like, you know, we got these teams, and it's like, who would we rather face? And she's like, we can handle the Godwins. That's not a big deal. And then you got the Rockers, Dumb and Dumber. And then she's like, I think I'm going to go out there and take a closer look at him. She's like, all right. I like how she called them Dumb and Dumber, though.
And she also said, I want to see a closer look. And I'm like, oh, she's come to the ring.
She's coming to the ring.
Yep.
Also, when the Godwins were coming out, Henry Godwin was dragging a poor baby pig to the ring. The pig was like petrified and didn't want to walk, so he had to like drag it.
Yep.
It was like this. It's like when a dog gets on the ground and just like it's getting dragged. But they have a kind of a slow moving match.
Yeah, it's kind of like they knew Sonny was going to come out, and they were just like, we just need to last this match until the angle happens.
Yeah. And
like you said, Sonny stole the attention of this match.
Yep.
On what she was wearing. And I'm not that type of person being like, oh, she's wearing slutty shit. She was wearing slutty shit.
I mean, in fairness to her, compared to like nowadays...
Oh yeah, I mean it's very conservative compared to what today is.
Well, it's conservative compared to what today is.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's dressing a little more provocatively now.
Mm-hmm.
And then like she comes out there to heel it up, and everybody starts chanting for her while the guys are in the ring wrestling. It's like she's more over than this whole tag division. It's funny. I stopped caring, and eventually Pig and one of the Rockers ended up on the floor, and they got counted out because she was causing distractions. And then she ran away and laughed.
Yep.
4.6.
I gave it a 4.2 because Godwin fatigue curve But I also appreciate Sunny's boobs. Too bad drugs gets her. My favorite part. JR decides to go in the fucking stairwell and finds mankind.
It's funny because it's like, I guess historically JR is like the one guy who isn't afraid to approach mankind because we know what happens to him later.
Yep.
He has to go into the bowels of the building somewhere. It's like they purposefully tried to find the creepiest looking stairwell in this building they could. And they did. There's like a sodium vapor light that's lighting the stairwell.
I love how mankind is like crouch in a corner and like kind of like biting his nails in some way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, Mick Foley knows how to fucking like do a character.
And JR's like, can you explain the hold of the mandible claw? Like what is it? How it works? And he's like, you want me to put it on you? And he's like, no, I want you to explain it. And he goes like, during my isolated adolescence, I explored all 750 of the pressure points on the human body so I could develop a debilitating hold. And I found that the flesh underneath the tongue was the weakest, and the cluster of nerves ran the deepest there. It was like this really elaborate explanation.
Yeah, I love it.
And then JR was like, don't you fear the retribution of the Undertaker? And then Mankind says, I was actually surprised at how easy it was to hurt him. He's like, he called him a gutless ghoul, and he's growing bored of his weakness. And I think he says, have a nice day. It's like one of the first times he says it.
Yep. All right. Well, main event time.
Isaac Yankem versus Ultimate Warrior.
Funny thing, by the way, because I was on how we were watching WWF Raw, and it was a wrong date. It was like when Ultimate Warrior first came to WWF in '96.
Yeah.
And it's funny because that episode that I watched, Isaac Yankem came out, and I was like, this is weird. And I was like, oh shit, I'm on the wrong episode. And then I watched this, and I'm like, did I fucking go back to the other episode or something like that? Because it's Ultimate Warrior versus Isaac Yankem, and I'm like, oh shit, Kane's gonna get squashed.
I like that King tried to hype up Yankem before the match.
Yeah.
He's like, you need to ask Martin, baby. That's what you gotta do. He's like being Jimmy Hart for some reason. And he's like standing there with the headset still on. He's like doing commentary. And this is like.
Yeah, later on.
he needs to like. He's like, you need to come back here and sit down. And he's like, no, I'm the corner man. I have to be here. He's like, this cord's not long enough. And there's not much to say about the match because Warrior squashes him.
Yeah.
He's shoulder tackle, clotheslines, and then he fucking splashed him.
Did Jerry Lawler want to go in the fucking ring after the end?
I think he was trying to make it seem like he wanted to go in the ring, but there was a reason why he couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of those things. He was like, I'd come in there and beat you up, but I can't.
Yeah.
Like kind of thing. How fucked is it though that like they advertised a match on pay-per-view and the next night he wrestles?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's not a good look. That's why I think like Ultimate Warrior just didn't want to put over Goldust. Probably because gay character, and two, he wanted to win. So he's like, fuck, I ain't doing this shit.
Yeah, he already said queer doesn't work. And Vince is like, well, I want you to fucking crush Goldust. He's my project right now.
Yep.
With his machinations and everything.
You know what's weird? Fucking Vince rumors allegedly was fucking Shawn Michaels.
According to Brett and other people.
According to Brett and other people. And now he has Goldust as this project of this transvestite movie star.
So whatever that is.
Yeah.
Next week, we're getting Owen Hart versus Undertaker. That should be good.
Yeah, dude. I'm actually hyped for that shit.
I was trying to think. It's like, have we ever seen them wrestle each other?
No.
It must be only probably on dark matches or house shows that we've never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Goldust will be on commentary for that match for some reason.
Yeah, and Vince is not looking. Well, yeah, Vince is not looking forward to it.
He is looking forward to it, but the character of Vince McMahon on the TV show is not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Wild man Mark Mero will face 1-2-3 Kid, who's starting to grow out his little patchy beard.
Yeah, and soon he'll go to WCW and be 6, whatever.
What's 1 + 2 + 3? 6. Stupid.
6, 7.
Yeah. Goldust and him could have been 6, 7.
Yeah, that's right.
See? The show is kind of meh. There was a great interview segment with Shawn and Mankind, and Mankind's match was like pretty good.
Mm.
But everything around the show was kind of like just lacking a little bit.
Yeah.
I gave it a 5.6.
Yeah, I gave it a 5.5. It was probably one of the weaker Raws that we saw in a long time.
Yeah, this is like the first time where it's kind of felt like, this isn't as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.9 TV rating versus Nitro's 2.1, which they started an hour early, and they're blaming it on that. Because I guess there was NBA stuff going on.
Ultimate Warrior curve.
The Ultimate Warrior is back. Yeah, he's crushing the ratings.
And then they find out, hey, this is not good.
Vince finds out, I remember why I fucking fired you like 4 years ago.
Yeah. So, War Journal time.
Sort of.
Kind of, maybe. So we suspended WCW Nitro because of fucking how terrible it's been lately. Mainly because of Hulk Hogan and the whole fucking Four Horsemen fucking Dungeon of Doom bullshit that's going on over there.
It's Groundhog Day in WCW right now.
Yeah. The only thing we're liking is fucking Lex Luger being an asshole, kinda, but now he's like good guy, kinda. I don't know. But I wrote down some things that I like. Obviously, I have Godwin fatigue. The Body Donnas, besides like Sonny being there, I think is just a weak tag team, in my opinion. And again, there's a weak tag team division as it is. You know, you have the New Rockers, you have the Godwins, you have the Body Donnas. And I'm having a cramp right now in my leg, so this is great. So I'm going to hold my microphone so I don't have to like lean in and have a cramp. I am really liking Shawn Michaels. I'm liking Diesel, but it's sad that we're going to see Diesel go and be an outsider soon. And it's sad that Razor is leaving because he's going to be an outsider soon.
But that'll be the good era when he's an outsider.
Yeah. The whole Bulldog situation with Diana, I'm kind of like, what's going on here? That was bad acting from her.
I think, if I remember right, Stu Hart was like, because he'd come around for the show sometimes, like he'd come in, and somebody was telling him about this angle or whatever. It might have been Brad or Owen even, or at home, and he was like, "They're going to do what with Diana?" And they're trying to make it look like Shawn Michaels is trying to like do her, you know, like they're gonna have an affair, and he's like, "No, he does not skip leg day."
Dude, my legs are like fucking tree trunks.
You need more potassium.
Well, I'm drinking beer, so
there's no potassium in beer.
Yeah.
Like they're talking about that angle somehow, and then Stu's like, "Why are you trying to make her look like a hooer?" And he had concerns about this, and apparently they heard them and they backed off of it. It was supposed to be like this whole thing that was going to pay off into something. And Stu was like, "I don't want my daughter looking like a hooer on TV," and it kind of squashed it, really.
Well, she didn't sell it that well anyway, so
yeah, she's not a good TV performer, clearly. Shawn,
I think she wanted to fuck Shawn, by the way, like how she was talking.
Shawn,
you want me?
I know you want me.
I know you want me. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? God. Sean's doing a good job right now, though. Like, we make fun of him because of the Vince thing and the alleged fucking and all this other stuff, but he's doing good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm having a good time watching his matches. Soon Brett will be back in the mix, and that's gonna be awesome. And we're gonna get soon a dramatic 1997, but that's down the road.
It's soon, but it's also far away.
Yeah,
We gotta wait till like October.
we're getting an Undertaker and Mankind feud soon, so I'm excited for that.
That's happening sooner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mankind and Shawn Michaels will get to have their match. I'm going to tell you this. I was going to find the promo. I found one of the promos that he did with Shawn. And he was like, if I win the WWF title, will I be a sexy boy? Like, while he's in this gimmick, will the girls want me? Will they whisper in my ear? I was like, that's honestly a great promo.
That's great. Mick Foley's great. Oh man. So I mean, obviously WWF wins because WCW got suspended by us.
Yeah.
But like things are gonna only get better in WWF from here on out, in my opinion.
It's like a slower curve of them getting better versus WCW because they're going to all of a sudden like, whoa, what's going on in that show? Like people are going to, and it'll it reflects back onto us, even though like we're not in the moment anymore. We were in the moment when we were kids, but that feeling will still kind of carry over, I think.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything you want to say for your War Journal?
Not really. I mean, there's not a whole lot I'm liking that WCW is doing right now.
Yeah.
I found out I missed a brawl with Regal and Finley because we skipped the Nitro, and I think I'm going to try to track that specific match down just to watch it.
Yeah, you'll War Journal the next, getting some color and give us like a little background of what happened in that match.
Because I read the rest of the synopsis of that show, and I'm like, it sounds like a bunch of shit that wasn't that good. And then there was this one match that was pretty good. So, WWF wise, I'm not really they need to figure out what the hell they're doing with Mark Marrow. I know historically they never do.
Yeah.
Just right now, that's what it looks like to me. They got to figure it out.
They get to a point, but like it's too late.
It's too late. They figured it out too late. And then they're like, let's just make him a boxer guy.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he fizzles out and becomes a preacher.
Yeah.
On his own time, I mean.
Yeah. And that's about it, I guess. The tag division needs help.
Yes. Which I think, like, later in the 90s, they figure out something, which kind of gets me excited a little bit. But
they figure out they have Edge and Christian in the Hardys.
Yeah.
Which is like, we're 2 years away from that still. Honestly, 3. We're 3 years away from that. So the tag division is not going to be good for 3 years.
Yeah, and by the way, when we get late in the 90s, prepare for Joe Dubs to go nuts for tag team division, because that's what I was all for in the Attitude Era.
Everybody loved that shit. It was just like the tag division in the WWF in the 80s. It's the same kind of thing, because oh man, the tag division WWF had the 80s. You had the Bulldogs, Killer Bees, you have Heart Foundation, you have the Rockers, you have the Can-Am Connection, all this shit, Strike Force. So many teams, I didn't even name all of them. Demolition.
Yep. And then we get into like some weird ones where the mosh people, what are they? The
headbangers will show up sooner. Yeah, like they'll come in and be kind of like, these guys are a team, but they're just stuck in that period where there's not a lot of other really good teams for a while.
Yeah.
It's like they're in this point of time where, because they don't have that many good teams, what ends up happening for a bit is they put guys together that are a tag team that don't get along usually. Except for Road Dogg and Billy Gunn.
Yep.
So it's like Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels, I think, were the champs for a minute.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand is like, because because they always show like Billy Gunn and Road Dogg as like the DX, but they were tag team before DX. Like they were recruited by DX.
Yeah, they called themselves the New Age Outlaws before they joined them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be kind of the tag division will be like this weird fucking dead zone for a bit.
Yeah, it's almost like a fungus. It like you'll see like a little bit of the fungus, and then it grows out of control later down the road, and then someone comes along and snips out the fungus and goes, "You're dead." And then the tag team division.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. So I'm looking at our schedule, and we're getting ECW out of there because there's nowhere to watch it.
Yeah.
We have the Monday night for Nitro and Raw.
Which we're only doing the Raw.
Yeah, May 6th. Yeah, only Raw, which is May 6th. And then we have another Raw, which is May 13th. Do you want to do triple Raw?
We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna do triple Raw and then in your house. That'll be too much.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to do it. It'll be a 4-hour show, and I'm not about that.
So it's triple Raw Dog.
Triple Raw Dog. What did Adam say here? Was Stone Cold a sexy boy after that team up? Which team up?
When Shawn and Stone Cold teamed up for a minute.
No, because he's like, I'm not about that flamboyant shit. Fucking get away from me. And this was during the time where Shawn Michaels was like a prick, and he didn't. I guess he didn't want to drop the belt to Stone Cold, but then he like eventually got talked into it. I don't know.
He got pressured into it more.
Yeah.
I think Stone Cold makes fun of him in those promos to Bret Hart before the Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
The sexy boy, the boy toy, kicked your ass back to Canada.
I can't wait until Bret Hart and Stone Cold feud, because my favorite Stone Cold promo is like, Hitman, put an S in front of Hitman, you get...
You know exactly what I think about him.
Yeah.
Fun times ahead.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait. All right, well, we're gonna end this getting some color episode. Remember triple Raw Dog next episode. Sexy boy.
Sonny's getting Raw Dog because people keep talking about it.
Yeah,
on air.
She's gonna have some sunny days ahead of her.
Some people are.
Yeah, multiple people are probably. If you want to watch more, getting some color, we are always on the Big Trouble Media YouTube channel, so make sure you like and subscribe. Me and Zach, Chaz, and Andy do a movie/TV show podcast called Big Trouble in Little Podcasts, where every month we choose a theme and every host chooses a movie or TV show, and we talk about it. And then at the end of every month, we do a ranking. We are still in Adam Sandler month. We just finished a Waterboy. And we are ending it with Uncut Gems, which is Zach's pick, by the way. So if you want to, out of the 4 hosts, only 3 people haven't seen it, which is me, Zach, and Chaz. Andy's the only one that's seen Uncut Gems. And then we will do a final ranking on Adam Sandler month. And I think this is probably like one of the rare times that my movie pick was actually kind of liked a lot. So I'm actually excited on where it's going to rank. Probably not as much as Uncut Gems, but I'm willing to take the silver if we get there.
We'll see how it turns out.
And Andy says, and then it's time for Cape Shit Barf. Gosh, fuck you, Andy. No. You better choose your fucking movie, which is probably going to be Logan. But until next time, everybody. He said, barf. But until next time, everybody, remember, oh, you motherfucker, I dare you.
Don't do that.
All right. Until next time, everybody, remember to get some color. Lex, text us out.
Last week was a starting point, a huge